Welcome back to another episode. This is Casey and we are on episode 7 of Elder Scrolls Online. Let's get started. Alright, so I actually go to the journal. I actually traveled to where the quest marker pointed for Find Vay's mentor at the Western Ruins. So that's actually where I am right now. Alright, and so I'm supposed to be talking to this guy here. The Malakath Champion.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence.
What happened to you?
An assassin. Probably a Morag tongue. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know. We set a trap inside the ruins.
Alright, good.
Oh.
Alright, and
She's just one woman! Get inside the ruins and stop her!
is he supposed to, what the heck? Oh, he died. Aw. Alright, so Malakath Champion. Oh sweet, I leveled up right Okay, let's see what this guy has. 2 grease, white meat, and guts. Okay, now I'm just gonna continue on here. I just go here for a moment and level up. So 1 attribute point, skill point, soul gem, crown, experience score. Okay, so I'm going to up 1 for stamina, commit points, and then let me see. Shallow soul, more. Okay. Alright, and then the entrance is right here. And there's
Let the assassin come! I'm tired of running and she doesn't frighten me!
You have a habit of turning up at the most unusual moments, don't you, hero?
I came to find you to ask you.
Questions? I don't have time for questions. I have a writ to complete. Look, I can't keep these evil cultists waiting. You want to talk? Find me after I finish this job.
I'll find you.
Hero, we really need to stop meeting like this.
Oh, Naryu. So I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, I gotta make my way here. Oh yeah, that's the girl at the beginning.
Come out, little assassin! Or is the Morag tongue too scared to meet the powerful snake face to face?
See, my dumbass doesn't realize that until that plausible moment when I'm literally meeting her for the second time recently.
she is. Surround her! Cut her apart!
Right, just a little further. Yeah, it's literally right here.
Circle around!
A helping hand?
By
How sweet.
Malakath's sacred tusks, you won't get past me!
Excuse me, hero. I have to see an orc about a writ.
But do I have to go this way now? Enter the inner chambers. I'm assuming that's where the writs go.
Interfere with House Silvani's plans. I made a mistake.
A mistake? Well, that explains everything. I'll just let the Telvanni know. I'm sure Mage Valen will understand.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought for sure you were going to kill me.
I am.
Oh.
I hate when my leathers get wet. And this is a new outfit, too. Ah, well. I suppose we ought to discuss what you're doing here. I have to admit, when I saw you, I thought, what the tusk are you doing down here? Pardon my orcish. Did you really follow me across the continent? That shows commitment. Kind of creepy, but still a lot of commitment.
I'm looking for Counselor Eris's daughter, Vea.
Oh, that's not what I expected. But you can just turn around and leave. You're not going to find her. Vea's going through a difficult time right now. And the last thing she needs is some House Redrin lackey adding to her pain and confusion.
You know me, Naryu. I just want to assure her father that Vea's safe.
I know you, hero. It's old man Eris I don't trust. He didn't tell you about Vea's brother, did he? How House Redrin exiled their favorite son. No? I didn't think so. Vea deserves answers, and I promise to help her. You need to just walk away.
If you don't let me help, you'll have to deal with others. They're hiring outsiders to find Vea.
Outsiders? Is her father really that desperate? Look, tell Eris that Vea's safe and you'll see her soon. But no more outsiders. If my organization gets skittish, they'll return to the shadows and take Vea with them. They'll only deal with you.
Is all that really true? Will you set up a meeting with Vea?
Well, it's not exactly a lie, and I don't want things to get out of hand. I'll arrange a meeting, provided Vea agrees. You let Eris know she's safe. Get him to stop hiring freelancers before someone gets hurt. I'll send word when we're ready.
What was that between you and Malakath, the Malakath cultists?
That was poetry in motion. Not only is my organization getting choice assignments again, but we're starting to recover some of our prestige. Specifically, these Malakath cultists interfered with House Telvanni, so they had to be dealt with.
And the orc you just killed.
Oh, him? No one special. Just the leader of this particular band of mad cultists. His name was on the writ, so I had to end him. It's what I do, after all, and I do it so well.
What organization are you talking about?
I suppose if you're in for a sliver, you might as well be in for the log. I'm with the Morag Tong, and what you witnessed was a legal murder. According to my writ, the orc had to die. So, I killed him. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to Vea.
Why do you care what happens to Vea?
Vea and I have a history. A brother, too. They were good kids. Liked to watch me train. Now I feel responsible for her. When she came to me looking for help and asked to join the Morag Tong, who was I to refuse?
You let her join the Morag Tong?
That was her decision, not mine. Veya's good with a blade and tracks like a Nord Ranger. She's a natural at this, and it gives me a chance to keep an eye on her. So now I'm her mentor and she's my apprentice. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Alright, goodbye. Now I have to go back and talk to Counselor Eris.
I'm surprised to see you back here, but I'm also relieved. Does this mean you have news about my daughter? Is she safe? Is she ready to come home?
Veya's safe. She's joined the Morag Tong and they're arranging a meeting.
Veya? Join that cult of assassins? I was afraid she'd do something rash. But what was she thinking? I don't see the Morag Tong as safe, but at least she's still alive, so I suppose that's something. When are we going to meet with my daughter?
Not us, just me. But tell me, what happened to Veya's brother?
She won't meet with me? No, I suppose she's not ready for that quite yet. As for Veya's brother, that was all the doing of the Redoran Council. I'm not allowed to discuss the details, but he's still alive, if that's what Veya is worried about.
Naryu said to call off the other freelancers or she'll take Veya and disappear.
Naryu's back in town? She's as stubborn as Veya. Very well. No other outsiders. Although I can't dismiss the mercenaries that Captain Briven employs. House Redoran is my life, as is Veya. I'll do everything in my power to see her home safely.
Your daughter is safe, just let me handle this, and I'll try to get her to meet with you.
As you say. No other outsiders. But there are rules, Outlander. I must do everything within reason to maintain the honor of House Redoran. Here, your first payment. Soon, however, I'll expect more than just a verbal confirmation of Veya's safety.
Alright, and I will receive the Redoran Honor Gauntlets and then 98 gold. Complete quest.
When next you see her, tell my daughter that I want to talk to her. Veya can set the terms, but I expect her to stop running away when things don't go her way.
I'll convey the message, but I need to know exactly what you and Veya argued about.
Veya has always felt shackled by the rules of House Redoran, hobbled by the many duties and obligations it presses upon its subjects. After the situation involving her brother, she decided she wanted nothing more to do with the house, or with me.
So your strict observance of rules and obligations caused this rift between you and your daughter?
That may be an oversimplification, but I suppose your statement is accurate. I walk a narrow path between House Counselor and loving father. Unfortunately, the former often supersedes the latter. That's why I want to speak to Veya again.
I'll try to arrange a meeting as soon as I can. Alright, so find a way to contact Veya. So let's actually check the journal. Even though I confirm that Veya is safe, Counselor Eris continues to press me to arrange a meeting between him and his daughter. In order to arrange a meeting, I need to talk to Veya. Naryu said she'd contact me, but I should try to find her first. Alright. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Asher right there.
Well, look at that. Naryu said I'd find you here, and damn it all if she wasn't right.
Oh, okay, that was fairly easy.
Did I mention how much I hate being a messenger? Makes me wish I had a writ so I could kill something. Anyway, Naryu wants to talk to you. Said you'd know what it was all about.
Alright, where do I need to go?
Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We change locations every other day for security reasons, just in case it falls into the hands of House Redoran or someone else with an axe to grind with our organization.
What do I do with this?
Never had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key to one of our safe houses, and another map. The first map? It depicts a particular town. Kind of like this one. Hint, hint. The rest? Well, you'll have to figure that out on your own.
I'll try to decipher the map.
Look, I know you're helping Counselor Eris, but if that map falls into House Redoran hands, I'll probably have to kill you. Nothing personal, mind you. We're already having a bit of trouble with the house, and we'd rather not make matters worse.
Do you always carry messages for Naryu, Varian?
What are you implying? Can't a person do something nice to help out an ally every now and again? Oh, who am I kidding? I hate playing the messenger. Haven't you ever done something you hate because it was the right thing to do?
All the time.
Then you understand what I'm talking about. Being noble, doing the honorable thing. It can be a real pain in the arse, but a favor given becomes a favor returned. Eventually.
You're part of the Morag Tong, too, aren't you?
Well, look at you. You're a practical genius. Look, Naryu seems to trust you, so I suppose I have to trust you too. But that's a powerful secret you've been given. Betray us, and you'll find my blade in your back. Unless Naryu kills you first.
You mentioned trouble with House Redoran?
The Morag Tong has the authority to accept and carry out writs of execution. We keep the great houses from engaging in all-out war, but they rarely appreciate the work we do on their behalf. House Redoran in particular wants to shut us down.
Why does House Redoran want to shut down the Morag Tong?
Ugh, the other houses have used us to take Redoran down a peg or two of late. To be frank, for all their vaunted honor, the house cries foul whenever someone gets the better of them. Our status is tenuous enough without Redoran's constant harassment.
Your status is tenuous?
As I understand it, the Morag Tong made mistakes in the past, grew too arrogant. We had to lay low for more than a century. Now, we're taking select contracts, working to re-establish our reputation. It's not our fault most of them concern Redoran.
Do you always carry messages for Naryu, Varian?
What are you implying?
Oh, okay, goodbye.
Can't a person...
Already done that one. Oh, E. Use Morag Tong map. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, Morag Tong map, and then Morag Tong. Morag Tong map. That's obviously somewhere in Balmora. Okay, there it is. Yep. Abandoned cellar. Oh wow, okay. Completed use of find Naryu, talk to Naryu, Varian. Okay.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here.
Can I meet with Varian now?
Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you.
And how do I prove she can trust me?
Redoran records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all in their registry. Vea believes the registry contains information about her brother Ulron.
She wants me to steal the House Redoran registry.
Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians, after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drono, is away, so security at his townhouse should be light.
Steal the registry from Lord Drono's townhouse. Got it. Alright, so let me just... Gotta unlock it. It's a simple one. I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, thank God I went in here. There's someone literally coming this way. I'm just going to like sit in here and study, like see what everyone's doing and where everyone's going. Alright, so I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing. she's gonna be there for another minute or so, so I have some time. Okay. Okay. Wasn't expecting the other guy to be down there. Probably should have. That's okay. Alright, I've actually been filming for about 50 minutes now, so because I spent some time trying to figure out how I was going to get past those two people, and I ended up getting caught anyway, so yeah, I ended up filming like 10 minutes of that, so it's okay. It's going to be down anyway, so it'll be perfect, it'll be fine.
Still alive, I see. And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? Does it contain any information about Vea's brother, Ulron?
The book mentions that someone named Ulron was stripped of his rank and exiled.
Ulron was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor. Why in oblivion would House Redoran banish one of their brightest stars?
That's what it says in the registry.
I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Vea now.
Where's Vea?
There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Vea's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside.
I'll go to the swamp and talk to Vea.
Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is.
This place looks comfortable. Why hide Vea out on the swamp?
Vea would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds, not to mention the proximity to all things House Redoran. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her.
Well, thanks for trusting me with your secret hiding places.
Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart.
Do you know Vea's brother well?
Well enough. Ulron and Vea used to sneak out to watch me train. I have a way with blades that fascinated them to no end. Eventually, our fondness developed between the three of us. And to think, I never even had a Nick sound growing up.
Doesn't being the Morag Tong make such relationships difficult?
It's not like personal relationships are against the rules, though I suppose they are sort of frowned upon. Anyway, my assignments always brought me back to Vardenfell, so we were able to keep in touch and visit even as they grew older.
And you don't think Ulron could do something terrible enough to warrant exile?
Anything's possible, but the Ulron I know holds honor above all else. I can't believe he'd do something so dishonorable that the House leaders would demand his exile. We need to find out more about what happened.
Why does Vea keep sneaking out of the cave?
Vea's young, bored, and stubborn. That makes for a volatile combination. She wants fresh air and freedom. I can't blame her for that. I can blame her for assuming I'm not aware of her little excursions. I thought I trained her better than that.
Do you think she's in any danger?
Danger's a relative term. especially when you're dealing with relatives. Vea can make her own decisions. If she wants to risk getting caught by House Redron, that's on her head, especially since she knows they've been searching that area.
Alright. Goodbye.